Hey you guys, it's Steph and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to be doing a full face of TK Maxx makeup. So I went into TK Maxx twice. On the first occasion, I didn't actually film it. The second occasion, I thought I would do a little clip on my phone. I found so many good things. Like the first time, I think I found a few like K-beauty items. I found some Pixie. And the second time, I found Huda Beauty. I didn't actually pick it up because it wasn't something I was interested in, but I found Huda. I also found a ton of Too Faced. They had the Too Faced white chocolate chip palette, but both of them were used, which was so annoying. I'm trying to think what else they had. They had Pinky Goat lashes, but I picked up a brand that I hadn't heard of before. They had a ton of Too Faced melted liquid lipsticks. They weren't the matte ones and they were super bright colors, so I didn't really want to pick them up, but they literally had a ton of them there. What else did they have? They had Nip and Fab. Like I said, they had Pixie. I managed to get the Pixie Aspen Ovard highlighter, which I actually wanted for a really long time. I think everything I picked up is unopened and unused. Fingers crossed, but let's get into the video. All right, so first of all, I have this Nip and Fab primer. This is originally supposed to be at £9.95. I got it for £4.99, and this one is sealed. So ain't nobody had their grubby little mitts in there. I've never actually used this before. I've used a few other Nip and Fab products, but never this. So it just comes out looking interesting. I'm not going to say what that reminds me of. Feels quite moisturizing. It's not like a silicone-based one or anything. But actually, just literally on the first impressions of me putting that on my face, that feels really good. And it's not too shiny. It's kind of the sort of primer that you could wear on its own without makeup if you wanted to. But yeah, for a $5, that actually feels really, really nice. I'm surprised I haven't tried that before. So then a product that I am very, very excited for is from Stila. It's the Stila Stay All Day Foundation. It looks like this. Now this was opened. However, I double checked and as you can see, it hasn't been pumped out or anything like that. I checked the other ones and they've all been like used and pumped. But this one remains completely clean, which is fab. Now the color I had, they only had two colors. They had a pretty dark one. I can't remember the color that it was, but they also had caramel, which looks close enough. I may have to lighten that. How does this thing come out? Is it like a little stopper? Well, how am I supposed to get my big fat acrylics in there? I'm just pumping it down like this. Oh, there's literally a spot on my face. Look, I've just smudged it in. How's that color looking? That could be okay. I'm going to quickly go and get my Nip and Fab lightening drops. They also had them in TK Maxx. I believe they were £3, but I already have them. So I'm going to go and get that just in case I may need that for this. So be right back. I'm back, baby. So I'm just going to put some of that mixer just on there. Yeah. Good shout on the mixer there, Steph, because that definitely looks too dark for me. So then what I have, and I also came up with a little idea. I thought maybe I could do a full video just using TK Maxx brushes. So let me know if you want to see that. But on the way to the checkout, I saw this guy. I have already wet it. It's the Nancy Marble Blender, and this is supposed to be $6.95, and it was $2.99. And it feels very, very squishy, and it is beautiful. Like, that is my kind of blending sponge. But yeah, this feels really, really good. This kind of feels similar to the Sport Effects one. Yeah, actually feels very, very similar. Maybe it's like the same kind of material or something. Okay, I'm just gonna dot that all over. This looks good. Again, it's very early first impressions. I'm only literally just putting it on my skin, but this looks pretty great. This actually reminds me quite a bit of Milani 2-in-1, which is my fave, if you don't know. If you don't know, now you know. Go down the old neck a little bit. Ooh, that blends out really easily. And this sponge is literally so much like the Sport Effects one, which I actually think I'm preferring to my normal beauty blender at the moment. Oh, look at that. And actually, that mixed with the mixer, that's kind of the perfect color for me. I think that might actually be a new favorite. Genuinely. That's, ooh, I freaking love that. So next for concealer, I have this guy, which I was also very excited to see. This is from Makeup Forever, and it's the, what do you even call it? The 5 Camouflage Cream Palette. So just like a concealer palette, a little bit of like color correcting as well. This is supposed to be £29, and this was $7.99. So let's crack this bad boy open. So I'm going to take my concealer buffer brush. I'm going to go in with the lightest shade first, because I feel like this foundation does just need a little bit of lightening up. I mean, this says it's camouflaging, so I'm expecting it to fully get rid of these dark circles. I suppose if worst comes to worst, I can just chuck on my new favorite foundation over the top. This will just kind of hopefully conceal a little bit more. So I'm just going to blend all of that out with my sponge again. Ooh, considering that's a cream, that actually blends out really easily. But is it giving me the coverage that I want? I'm not sure. I didn't even plan on doing this video originally. I just went into TK Maxx and thought, you know what, I'll have a little look. And then I started to find a bunch of really good things, and I thought, Steph, you should use this as an excuse to do more shopping. Just turn it into a video. Great idea. I've got Pepe around by my feet right now. What do you need? You hungry? All right, boy, 2 seconds. Careful. No. Are you really that hungry? Right, come with me. Come on. Before you break something. You're crazy. You know that? You're crazy. It's crazy. Okay, the creature is fed. You know what? That base is looking pretty good. I think the majority of it is down to that foundation, but I mean, we're brightened under the eye. We've got decent coverage. It's maybe a little bit too bright and maybe not as much coverage as I would like because I can still see these bad boys, but I'm happy with that. I'm actually bloody chuffed. So next up I have this very fancy looking palette. This is the Profusion Contour Complete Shape and Sculpt Kit. Now I only really got this because I do have another contouring kit from Pixi. I got this because it said it had a face powder in it and I could not find a face powder anywhere. So I'm hoping this will be able to set my face. This, by the way, was $7.99. It doesn't say how much it was supposed to be, but this was $7.99. Oh, we have got some highlighters here. And we've got some brushes. Huh. Oh, we are being spoiled today. That's good. Let me just show you guys before I rip it open. We've got, oh, try not to blind you with everything. You've got a mirror there. There's my face. And 3 brushes. May actually give them a go. And then here, we've got 3 different like matte kind of under eye powders. We then have 3 matte contouring powders and 2 highlighters. Oh, all right. I got to swatch these highlighters. I'm sorry. You know what? That feels all right. It's not. It feels super pigmented, and it's not as. Actually, they look pretty good on camera. But like the way it feels is similar to the Revolution Pro palette, the whatever it's called, the one I didn't like. That feels amazing and it swatches amazing. This doesn't swatch as well, but it feels very similar. Oh, yep. Okay. There is no glitter to this like there was in the Revolution palette. That's friggin' nice. Anyway, I'm getting carried away with myself here. So, can't use those brushes yet. But what I'm going to do is take, I think, a mixture between like these 3 powders just to kind of set my face. I was looking for a translucent powder, but I couldn't find any anywhere. So we're going to have to make do with these guys, but that's fine. Please don't ruin this amazing foundation we have going on. That looks pretty good. Doesn't look too matte. Nice and smooth. Still feels like slightly tacky, but I would much rather a foundation still be slightly tacky and like look good instead of being completely set but look like shit. Like I'd rather my foundation looks good for like a couple hours than it look shit for like 12 hours or whatever. It's not like a new favorite powder or anything, but it ain't bad. All right, so then like I said, I've got this Pixi contouring palette. And I'm thinking, looking at the shade, this will probably be better for me for bronzing. So what I'm going to do is take, I think, this shade here, just because I want to give these powders a try. So yeah, I think, oh, which one should I take? Maybe I'll try this one first, because it looks a lot like the Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer. These have a lot of kickback. Just be warned, but right now, I'm just happy that this shit is working. Okay. Insanely pigmented. Okay, noted. Just doing a little bit of sculpting. How's this brush holding up? How you doing, bud? The hairs aren't coming out. Oh man, this palette is good. That's nice. Like by the time we add a little bit of bronzer to that and do the rest of our face, I am buzzing for this. And you know what? This brush is pretty good as well. I don't know how long it'll last, but it feels soft and it's applying everything nicely. Right, I'm now going to take the cooler contour and just chisel out my jaw. Yeah, boy. Okay. Flipping love that. Right, I'll come back to that in a second when we do our highlighter. But for now, what I'm going to do is go in with the Pixi Strobe and Bronze Glow and Bronze palette. This was $12.99, supposed to be £24, and I actually nearly bought this on ASOS a while ago. All right, so what I've got here is 4 different highlighters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that one's really nice. That one's really bloody nice, actually. They look way better, like, swatched than they actually did on my finger. I was like, is that all you're giving me? But yeah, these look nice. And then I think I'm going to go for this bronzer here. So I'll just take my F42 as always. That's cute. I feel like if I used a lot of this, it could look way too dark on me. But with a light hand, that actually looks really nice. So next, I have gone ahead and spoiled myself with highlighters. So obviously I have the ones from this palette. I also have the ones from this palette. And then I also went ahead and picked up the Pixi Aspen Ovard Glowy Powder. This one is in the shade London Luster. And again, I wanted to get my hands on this for a really long time, but I believe it is now discontinued. So I couldn't believe that I got this in TK Maxx because that was supposed to be £14 originally. I got it for $5.99. So let's have a little look at this guy. Okay, that is super icy. That's actually a lot brighter than I thought it was going to be. God damn. Okay, I may have to use that for like brow bone, nose highlight, inner corner, that kind of thing. So I'm going to reserve that for that because I want to use all of these. And which highlighter do I want to use out of the Profusion palette? I think I've got to go in with the champagne-y one. Surprise, surprise. So I'm going to go in with this one here. Oh, this one doesn't really have much fallout at all compared to the actual matte powders. All right, let's see how this looks. If you see this, guys, if you see this, you should buy it because look at the state of that highlight. This one and this one is probably the closest. Let me just quickly try this Pixi single, just in case. Yeah, see, that one is a lot more icy in comparison. Literally, I'm like a pig in shit right now. So many highlights to swatch. Yeah, I'm going to go for this one here, which I believe... Let me just double check, actually. I think it was this one. Yeah, so I'm going to go in with this shade here just to kind of match myself up a little bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do the highlight dance. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She's glowing. She's glowing. You can see me. You can see me. This one sits on the skin a lot more nicely. This one does look ever so slightly more powdery, but I mean, get yourself a setting spray. Chuck some setting spray on that, you will be fine. Or even just blot it down with like your foundation brush or something. But, oh my sweet Jesus Christ, that is nice. Sometimes I wish my face would just like double in size so I'd have more places to put highlighter. Oh man, I'm kind of obsessed with that. Okay, so then, as promised, I'm going to go in with the Aspen Ovard highlighter. So I'm going to pop that on my Spectrum A12 brush. Pop that on my inner corner. Pop, pop, pop. Whoa. Oh my god, that is the best nose highlight. I'm the glowiest person in the world right now. So then I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit, but hopefully you guys don't mind. I'm just going to go through my brows with a clear brow gel. So brows are nice and gelled. So next up I have this, which is the I Love Fleur de Force brow palette. I swear I had this before, but I've never actually tried it. And this didn't have the tags on it. I remember they had to go and search for the barcode, but I think this was definitely $2.99. But I think it's supposed to be like £8 or something, £6 to £8. The colour I have, is it dark? Yeah, so I've got it in the shade dark. Just going to kind of just fill in my brows a bit. Oh, that's nice. It looks kind of green in the pan, not going to lie, but that looks good. And that is really pigmented. I never just use like just brow powders on their own. But I'm going to try and sculpt my brows out a little bit with them. Wow. Michael the cat is going crazy right now. Are you alright there, Michael? Okay, he's distracted himself by cleaning his stomach. Okay, now he's fighting something. You know what? I like that too. I think I'd prefer it if they had some kind of like pomade or like gel or just something, even if they just had it in a little single, because I'm probably never going to use this powder, but I really like that powder. It's like super pigmented, but not fallouty, and not too pigmented. Just pigmented enough. Right, I'm going to add a little tiny bit of lip balm because I feel like my lips are looking a little bit crusty, which is never sexy. So the next thing I have that has potential to screw this all up is this palette from Tracy. Never heard of them before. This is, doesn't say how much it's supposed to be, but it says our price is $2.99. So let's open this up. Oh, it smells weird. No. It smells super chemically. It doesn't even smell off. It just smells like... Oh, no. The palette actually smells okay. Oh, the palette actually doesn't smell too bad. I think it's just the plastic. Yeah, the plastic smells like TCP. Let me know if you guys know what TCP is. But this smells fine. So that's what the palette looks like. I know I played it safe. I just got like a bunch of nudie warm tones. They are all matte. So let's see what we can do. Let's actually just swatch some of these. I'm doing one swipe on each of them. Not anything crazy, but workable. Definitely workable. Okay, quite sheer, but let's just apply a little bit more. Oh, that builds up okay. Nothing too intense, but I mean, you're not really going to want the craziest look ever if you're picking up these colours. I just want something nice and neutral. Yeah, that's quite nice. That just seems to blend out easy so far. Okay, a lot of these colours are pretty much identical actually. Okay. Again, doesn't really look like anything. It's nothing I'm like, oh wow, this is the best palette I've ever seen. But as you kind of build it up, they do build up enough. I'm not blown away. I'm not disappointed. Yeah, there's no fallout. They blend what seems to be quite easily. Obviously, it's probably quite easy to blend them all together because they are pretty much all the same colour. Yeah, they all seem to blend together quite easily. Yeah, that's all right. £3 well spent if you just want like a nice neutrals palette. All right, so next up I have a mascara from Tony Moly. This is the Panda's Dream Smudge Out Mascara. Doesn't actually say the price. I swear this cost me like $3.99. As you can see, it has all like scrubbed off, but I swear this was like less than a fiver. More than £3, but less than a fiver. And I'm pretty sure I've seen it online for like £11, £12 or something. So let's open this up. Look how cute it is. Love Tony Moly stuff. Okay. It's got like a bendy wand. So I'm just going to apply that to my lashes. Ooh. It's black. It's lengthening. Quite thickening as well. Yeah, that's quite nice. Nothing amazing. But yeah, I like it. So then, like I said, I have some falsies. These are the Cream Shop Human Hair Eyelashes in the style, I don't know if it says, but they are, oh, they're in the style 523. And they're just kind of like wispy-ish looking things. So these were $2.99. All right, so I'm just going to glue these guys up, just using some duo glue. They do also actually sell duo glue in TK Maxx. Just a heads up, if you guys can't get hold of it, or if you want to save like a quid or something, go to TK Maxx because they've got it all. So then for the lips, I have 4 of the same liquid lipsticks, just different colors. So I picked up the Nip and Fab Lip Wardrobe. Looks like this. Someone's tried to get their little mitts in there. This, by the way, was $9.99 for all 3. And then I picked up a single one because I saw this. And I was like, Steph, like, you may not even use this in the look, but you need to get this because this is like a kind of greeny shade. I haven't actually seen this in store. It's in the shade Cool Mint. And to be honest, I just wanted to swatch it with you guys. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's actually a lot more blue than I thought it was going to be, but I like that. Not going to use that today, but that may feature in a look at some point in the future. I really, really like that. And then for the lips, what do you guys think? We've got a red, we've got a nude, and we've got an even nudier nude. I might actually use like a combination of those two, you know? Maybe a little bit of this one on the outside of the lips and this one kind of like in the center. Let's do that. I tried these in my testing Nip and Fab makeup video ages ago, literally like 2 years ago. But I don't think I've actually worn them since, because I think that colour was a little bit too grey for me. I'll then go in with the shade Toffee, the more nudie one. You know what, I kind of actually like that colour on its own. I'm going to add a little bit more of that. Oh yeah, loving that. So while I'm waiting for my lips to dry down, I'm going to go back to my lashes and chuck them on. Okay, let's see how we do with these. How are you doing over here? Oh, these look all right, actually. Yeah, those are all right. All right, so they're on. They're not bad. They're not the best lashes I've ever used, but I can deal with that. All right, let's get this headband off. So you guys, this is the finished look, and what the hell? I was not expecting a full face of TK Maxx makeup to end up looking like this. Like, I'm actually obsessed with how this look turned out. I mean, I think I literally liked everything. There was nothing that I thought, nah, that's a bit crap. There were some things like the eyeshadow palette, which isn't something I would necessarily rush out to get. But I mean, for £3, it's good. Like, my eyeshadow looks alright. It's just not anything overly exciting. And the only other thing as well is the mascara. Again, fine. Nothing wrong with it. It's just a bit like, there's just not really anything selling it to me other than the stupidly cute panda on the top. But everything else, from like the lips, the foundation. Oh my god, this freaking foundation. This is literally one of my new favorite things. Like 100%, I freaking love this. Like, I'm just obsessed. The Pixi products, both the contouring and highlighting palette, I mean, that bronzing shade is stunning. Highlighters are stunning. This highlighter is stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. The Makeup Forever concealer palette was also really, really nice. But I think we all know that the winner of today, just because of like how shocked I was at how good this is, this guy, the Profusion Contour Complete Shape and Sculpt Kit. I must have been hiding under a rock or something, but this stuff is so good. Like, the powders are really nice. The powder that I actually put on my face, like the sort of like the matte highlighting powders, they still look good, you know. There's a little bit of creasing, but they don't look cakey. It just looks all right. Not the best powder in the world, but I mean, for a little random palette that I just found at the back of a shelf, I am digging this. And the contour powders are really nice. And the highlighters are sick. I think it was this side. Yeah, it was this side we put the highlighter on. Just unreal. So I freaking love that. And the brushes are really nice as well. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that I'm pretty bloody impressed. But let me know what you think of this makeup look in the comment section down below. And also let me know if you've ever come across any hidden gems in TK Maxx. As always, if you guys did enjoy this video, then please do give it a big thumbs up. And subscribe if you don't want to see more of me, because I upload all the damn time. Speaking of which, I do now have my own merch. So I'll be sure to leave a link to that down below if you guys are interested. But apart from that, that's it from me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.